Last chapter, the party had a rager and did some damage to the black market. Flint learned some more information from the prince about the cultists. Mainly, he was able to decipher from the documents 3 of the leaders' code names and the location of 2 of the churches within Tria, one in Eustrax and one on the border of the Theocracy, both of which are very much out the way for the group's current path. So the prince asked them to try and take this information to the royals in the capital of the Marquis of Beaked. The party agrees and cleans up all their loose ends in the black market and begins heading to Casvault. However, on the way, Ivani pulls Flint to the side to have a little chat.
My name is Ashley, and I play Lopard.
Hi, my name is Brew, and I will be playing Kyrie.
Hi, I am Nyx, and I'll be playing Ivani.
Hi, I'm March, and I play Flint Bright.
Hi, my name is John, and I'll be playing Gooey.
And I'm Rob the DM, and welcome to the Homebrew.
So, remind me again, Flint put the amulet near Ivani's head, right?
Yes, it's near it. It's not touching, it's just in proximity.
Cool.
to it.
Ivani... Okay, Ivani's gonna look at that. He's gonna go, He's gonna grab the amulet, not by the jewel part, but by the chain, if possible.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna allow that?
I mean, you can try and grab it, sure.
You wanna roll for that?
A dex or a strength?
That's a 7.
I got an 8.
I was about to say, time for March's incredible rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Ivani, you don't have the amulet.
Flint.
You speak now. You don't get to threaten one of us.
Fine then. What is it? What is it that you want me to say?
What the fuck? You try. Why? Who? What are you doing? Who? Why? What is going on with Isaac and everyone else? You have some explaining to do because obviously this is important enough for you to try to fucking kill me over.
Well, I would say kill is a bit of an overestimate, but
Really?
yes. You see, I think you know too much, but not enough for me to go to that length. Not at all.
Listen, we've been traveling together for 3 weeks at this point. You know I know jack shit about everything.
I need to check something.
Keep going.
Okay.
Flint, please. I know we had some fun moments. I know this, and I do truly appreciate everything, and I still see you as a friend, but I'm afraid that this is getting a bit out of control. Because you have some loose lips and you've been talking a bit too much with everyone.
Listen, it's they don't know about the main context of it. I guess now it's you. Listen, you dug your own fucking grave with this bullshit. You
Oh, I
gesture
did.
to everything.
I certainly did.
Yeah. Yeah. You could have just said, Flint's. You could have. You didn't have to drag me off into the fucking woods. You could have just been like, yeah, it just turns out I wear weird underwear or some shit like that.
Can I just say something really quickly?
Yeah,
That was the perfect sentence you
it
just
was. It really was.
Huh?
Okay. Fine, Flint.
All you did was confirm the fact that you're guilty of something by trying to fucking kill me.
Perhaps. But that doesn't mean that I'm your enemy, not at all. I mean, you've been guilty about a lot of stuff as well. But I don't judge you by that, at least not intently.
The fact that even though you're... Can I tell if Ivani is under Zone of Truth? Because I passed it.
I mean, isn't Zone of Truth like a visual thing as well?
I have no idea.
I would let you know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're there, Kyrie, so you can just say,
Yeah.
hey, he'll fucking speak if you tell him to speak.
Yeah. how the fuck does someone on Design the Truth still sound like they're spouting riddles half the fucking time?
Just because they have to tell the truth doesn't mean they have to tell you what you want to know.
The little bird gets it.
I'm gonna put the amulet just like a millimeter closer to Avani's face. You speak. I don't know what this thing's gonna do to you, but I know you're a fucking magic man.
I'll speak under one condition.
Name it. What's your condition?
Avani ponders for a little bit. Gonna turn back to you, look you straight in the face, and ask you a question. You don't know much, do you? How much do you know?
I know about.
In the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume about the current situation. I know that, you know, and I'm gonna be vague about it, so I don't let everyone else know, because you will kill me if I say anything. Okay? I know that something not good is happening with someone that you know at where Ozak and everyone is. That is it. I know who that person is, and something isn't right with them. That's about it.
Okay. And how much do you value Ozek, his life? Because his life might be in danger.
I mean, like, it depends. Like on a scale. I mean, like, if I had to like scale it, it'd be my crew, you guys, Ozak, everyone else. You know.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Flint's telling the truth, so.
Oh, 21.
Yeah, Flint's being completely honest.
Okay then. Avani's gonna drop the fireball, and dispel, I mean, the fireball, not like drop it on the ground.
Ding, ding, ding.
Flint's gonna remove the amulet away from Avani.
One sec. Before you do that, can I, as a reaction, just step a bit closer to the amulet?
You can only step so close because I'm directly in the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're just talking over Littlebird's
Yeah.
head. The whole ass conversation, Littlebird's just there in the middle.
Cool.
Yeah, fully ready to slice someone in a moment's notice.
Say, Flint, what do you think you're doing with that amulet?
Threatening you.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
You know it eats magic. I know it eats magic, and you use magic. Simple as.
That is true. Avani, I would like to cast just like prestidigitation on the amulet. See what happens.
You want to do it on the amulet?
Yeah, on the amulet. Just make it like shine or something.
Nothing happens
Nothing.
that you can see.
You doing something?
I'm just
boy?
curious about the amulet.
Aren't we all?
Well,
But right now, that's not the point. We're here to fucking interrogate the fact that you tried to kill one of us.
Okay,
What is
I'll
going
talk.
on? If I knew what was going on, I wouldn't be asking, okay?
Well, there's only so much I am willing to tell, but since you were able to talk with me, and I don't think that you're lying at all, I'm fine with saying some stuff. So ask away. And Vani's gonna just sit down on the ground in his own truth.
I gesture to everyone else.
You're the one with the questions.
Fine. What did you call Ozak about? Because I know you called someone, and I doubt that it's the Prince of the Poor.
Yes, I called Ozek. It's a matter. Well, you know how Ozek is now in Cornest, a different continent.
Hmm.
Well, a relative of mine happens to be there. But he might pose a problem, a very big problem. And so, really, I wanted to call Ozek and really just ask what the hell was happening over there. Turns out, I have a big problem on my hands, which I need to figure out now. And I would dearly love for this problem to never leave this circle, and I look at everyone, especially at
Gooey's still in a bush.
Yep, Gooey's still hidden. Gooey's not revealed themselves yet. They're just kind of listening in on this whole thing.
I like to imagine like it's not even like super stealthy or anything. It's just Gooey being green, holding up a twig with like 3 leaves on it.
Gooey's a bit more. Gooey's proficient in stealth now.
I know. That doesn't mean he's gonna use it.
anything else.
You're dodging the point. So, the person that we have to be just why are you like related to fucking evil people or something? Is your family out to kill everyone you love? Because
No,
Flint
not
projecting.
exactly. Oh,
Flynn has a wonderful relationship with his family. What are you talking about?
well, if it wasn't complicated, this wouldn't have all happened. Okay, so it is my brother that I'm talking about, and he should have been dead, but he's not dead, and I think you can see where the problem lies.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
This is a very delicate matter for reasons. Well, raising the dead is a problem sometimes. Definitely in this case.
Sometimes.
Lowbar's
Yeah,
eyes just
sometimes.
turned black for a second.
I knew Ivani was up to something.
No, resurrecting someone, like someone you love dearly, is not a problem, but
No, I think that's still a problem.
The-
bud.
debatable.
No, that's a problem for me.
For you, yeah. Yes, I think Kozak might be in danger, even though they might not realize it.
Have you tried calling Ozak and warning him about it, or?
Oh, I did, yes.
No.
We were quite abruptly cut off contact as I had an opportunity to speak with my so-called brother. Honestly, I don't think it's my brother. It's unrealistic, unfathomable that he's somehow back and still alive, but I have to find out what happened there. And it may be not your problem. Maybe it is, and I don't know how you view me as a friend or as an acquaintance, no idea. But I see you as a friend and I don't want you to get into trouble. And everything Ivani's saying is 100% true.
Alright. I mean, it's only ever important to know this stuff in case, you know, it's gonna kill one of us.
Well, that was just a scare tactic.
No,
I hope
I mean,
anyway.
like, if your so-called brother tries to kill one
Oh.
of us.
Well,
But now we're
Sure.
prepared for if it happens, you know?
you might find that a bit of a troubling situation. He's a very adept mage, at least he was. So
Any good in a fucking close quarters fight?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I haven't seen him in a while, so
Yeah,
Do
it's
you wanna
been,
go?
what, how long since your brother
yeah.
died?
God, at least a year. Probably a few years actually.
Hmm. I mean, people can't come back from the dead. There's probably some
No,
thing.
people can come
No,
back
people
from the
can
dead.
come back from the
people
dead.
that Flint's just like, excuse me.
Yeah,
Entire party just like it. No.
Gooey's gonna waddle out now and just sort of like make puzzled face and just Captain
No.
and Ovani, if you don't mind, can I ask Ozak a question?
Who has the stone? Is it me or?
You do again.
Okay.
Put it in your pocket.
Okay, I take out the stone.
And I will say it to everyone so that you all can hear, okay?
Put it on speaker, yeah.
Put it on speaker.
Yeah.
I like to think Gooey like turns his hand into like an echo cone and just
Just
places
put that in a
the
cup.
rune in it. Yeah, yeah, like old school, like fucking road cone. Slide your phone into the center of it.
It's late, isn't it? It's like the middle of the night.
Yeah, it's like 2 a.m.
Okay. He's already been called once, so he shouldn't be in slumber just yet. Just gonna contact Ozak.
No response.
Well, that's ominous. How did your conversation end with him? Zadok.
Well, like I said, we were quite abruptly interrupted, as I had the chance to talk with my brother. The last thing that I heard was, magic works in strange ways, brother. Then it got off.
Gooey's just gonna sort of give the stone back to you. And just look really concerned. We do have someone we're pursuing who has particular potency with raising the undead.
Hmm.
The Black Tabaxi from before. You don't think that he would raise your brother to use them as a minion, would they?
Well, it's in Cornest, and the place we're talking about is also somewhat remote. I think the chances are pretty small.
If your brother is as powerful as you say he was, surely he would be known by certain circles, correct?
That is a point, yes. He was smart indeed, but a bit naive. Like I said, this is a concerning matter. Well, now you know, and I hope you don't get in trouble now. 'Cause I have.
I really don't think that's going to be the thing that kills me. If I die, I want it to be like because Kyrie hit me with a trowel.
Well, Captain.
Ronnie, I have just a really selfish question. Which one of you is older, you or your brother? And by how much?
Not much, about 2 years, I'd say.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Is that because he was put in the grave 2 years ago? Or?
No, it's because Flint is an only child and he's curious about siblings.
Oh.
Wolf.
And I sort of like just tap Ovani's mask. Is that what your brother did to you? Is that why you can't remove the mask?
It's more of a team effort, strangely.
Are you actually a vampire or?
Vampire, no, don't be silly. No.
So what?
Wasn't very convincing.
Yeah.
Zone of truth, I'm not a vampire.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, we all have something to hide, don't we?
no.
Well, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people.
I don't know what I have to hide.
Exactly.
Your ribs, your heart.
I don't have anything to hide.
You have all seen me unclothed. I do not have much else to hide.
I'm mostly feathers.
And what about you, Captain? Anything you have to hide?
I want things that I don't need to tell other people. I think everyone does.
No.
Do you have any input on this, Kyrie?
To be completely honest, I have no idea what all this is.
Right, and with the, party murder gone and everything sorted.
I was looking forward to that.
Yeah. And maybe another day.
Once I get some of my materials from Casvault, then we can have a brawl.
Yeah, let's go to
Why not
sleep.
now?
Well, we'll head back to Casvault, and then we can do some fun sparring in the camps on our way to wherever we go
sparring.
next. Sparring, you
It's
know.
not a death match. Then I'm not in.
You really like to fight, don't you?
It's just fun.
Little bird craves violence.
You could fight my unseen servant.
No.
Han's only got 1 HP.
They're invisible. It will be a slight challenge. And the goose just shakes it. No, they would die instantly.
I really like sparring the Unseen Servant.
Yeah,
can
Kyrie
summon-
and Unseen Servant go way back in terms of sparring.
Would you all be comfortable sleeping outside tonight?
That's what we were doing, wasn't it?
Yes.
And
Oh,
yeah,
is this about the house or something that you have?
the what?
The house.
Yes. Yes.
Gooey's a homeowner? This is news. I don't know.
More
you
like
could get
Gooey's a
on like it.
landlord.
Oh,
just
fucking
gross.
parasite.
Gooey, you're
If
not a
we-
landlord, are you?
In a sense, I do have
Gooey.
multiple tenants under my command.
Man.
Command.
No, that sounds accurate to a landlord.
Yeah.
Do we all want to sleep in the outdoors or in the Bean Brigade HQ?
You have a HQ?
Yeah,
I
do.
I
this.
feel like we need to see the HQ.
Just-
Definitely.
Is this some sort of like JoJo Part 5 turtle stuff?
I don't know. I don't watch shit.
I have no idea.
Not quite.
I think Rob's the only person who would know that.
No, John and
Yeah.
Yanks watch JoJo.
The Part 5, the turtle.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Which one is part 5 again?
The 5th part.
Giorgio Giovanni.
Watched about halfway.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I know about the
The
turtle.
one with
Mr.
JoJo.
President. They've all got JoJo in it.
You know the
Right.
bad one?
That was
Ah.
This one's JoJo.
Yeah.
Anyways. What? Curry's gonna be insanely confused.
It will take a while to construct, but I can go off somewhere and make it, and then call you all over when it is ready. Actually, no. And I just snap. Guri just like taps the staff a little bit on the ground, and Unseen Servant just appears. But this time as like a sort of like little towel over their arm.
Oh,
Just
butler
floats there.
servant. Yeah.
Yeah, as a little bow tie, just floating in the air. There's just those two things. Which is,
Fancy life.
and Guri just sort of wanders off into the forest somewhere for a while. And just leaves everyone else to do their thing for a bit.
Okay.
You want to do it immediately, or
Yeah,
do you want to?
Can I just approach Flint for a minute?
Go ahead.
And since you know so much already, well, partially know, would you like to know what's beneath my mask?
Yes.
You aren't gonna like kill me, are you?
No, I trust you with this. Besides, if you leak any information, you might as well leak everything. It's gone at
If-
that point.
I mean, if you tell me that, I'll tell you something about me that's fun. Then we can both share secrets.
Yes, also, out of character. Sin, do you remember a special feat that I have? I never used this before. It's called Open Ear.
You go first. You initiated this shit.
Of course, I will. This might be a bit... How should I say this? Messy.
Mm.
So, you know these fangs, and I point to my own fangs.
Hmm.
Well, the sort of part of... how should I say this? Okay, so you know how I look a certain way, but, and you see Ovani's skin get a bit darker. You see actually that a bunch of fur starts to appear, and his hand starts to turn into claws. And he sort of changes a bit into like a different posture, as you'd say, a different anatomy, just a bit, not much. And his clothes still fit quite well. And he's gonna attempt to remove the mask. What happens is, as he removes it a little bit of blood starts coming off from his face and just drips onto the ground. Just a bit. and the more he moves, a little bit more starts to drip, until the mask comes finally fully off, and you see not a human anymore, but a different face. Sin, would Flint know this race?
Probably not, because it's native to the area that you're from.
Oh, okay.
So you'd have to describe what the race looks like to Flint.
Oh, okay. So first of all, the big scar is actually an open wound across his face, and by removing the mask, it starts to bleed just a little bit. The mask is normally preventing the wound from bleeding, so now he's bleeding a little bit, which is reason to cover it up. But second of all, so Avani sort of transformed with a bunch of fur, a bunch of black fur, and his face looks a bit like a fox. So very longer nose, big fangs of course, but those were already shown. Slit pupils, and then also bigger ears, as he is a what's the word again?
Kitsune.
Yeah, kitsune. An Arctic kitsune specifically. So more rounded ears, less pointy overall. And you're the only one that knows this.
Flint is just in shock and trying not to like shit himself. He's definitely seen like a lot of different stuff, but he's just kind of taking this in a bit. Like, Jesus Christ, oh Lord. How do I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I will. I don't think if I told everyone else, they'd believe me. This is a lot to take in. Yeah.
Say hello to me, Ovani, the true Ovani. And I put my arm across your, not across, but sort of on your shoulder, just.
Flint's kind of like holding the amulet at arm's length away from Avani. Right, yeah, no, don't touch the amulet. This shit is not of the material world. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, compared to all of this, my thing seems very, very less like I should be worrying about you guys knowing about it. This is a lot. I won't tell anyone, I promise. Oh boy.
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
Hmm.
I don't really share this secret with anyone, but I mean.
Yeah, I mean.
Something new to try out.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. You could I don't know why my first thought is like to mess with people with this, but that could get you hurt a lot. I don't think people would be friendly towards this. Not to be that.
No, it's alright. This sort of look scares some people, which is why we tend to hide amongst other people.
So
yes. It runs in the family. Well, multiple families. Not native to this continent, so not a surprise you didn't recognize this.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Flynn is just like ready to fucking faint. Just, oh god, this is not what I expected today. It's the middle of the night. I should be asleep.
Big grin on Vanny's face, just a bunch of teeth.
Just Flynn being the most uncomfortable whatsoever.
Well then, Vanny's gonna turn back into his form. By the way, as we were having this conversation, the wound was starting to bleed more and more. So he's gonna quickly put the mask back on.
You
yeah.
should get that wound checked out if you can.
Well, that's one of the reasons that I'm looking for.
Oh, right, yeah. Understandable.
A never healing wound is not pleasant. But I'm figuring it out. So what's your secret?
Oh, I used to work for the Pirate King. That's about it. It's not that impressive compared to That Jesus fucking Christ. I used to work for a fucking, well, I guess war criminal, but like, Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, it's still impressive.
Yeah. There's a lot of paperwork around it, but yeah.
Hey, March.
Oh god.
I need you to give Ivani more information on that.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, how in detail do I get about this? Oh, whatever, you showed me that.
Up to you. But Ivani has a trait that means if someone shares secrets with them, they can get more out of the secrets.
Right, okay. In the way of just like I give context to it, or Flynn just says?
I mean, that's up to Ivani.
In what way?
Does Ivani want more context? Does Ivani want more secrets? Like...
Oh, like this. Do you want us more content around Pirate King?
Some more context. So, do I say this as Flynn, or just like this is something that... Right, okay,
Flynn's,
right. I mean, Pirate King was a guy called Blackwood, just absolute cunt. I worked for him for about like 4 years-ish. Was on his boat when he died, and I own his boat, and I'm kind of indebted to the fact that I might be able to have that title. It's just a lot of paperwork that I don't want to have to deal with.
Wait, so you're not now the Pirate King?
And again, I hate being called it because it's just a lot of stuff that I don't want to. It's just a lot of baggage that I don't want to have to deal with. But you know, it gets me some reputation as someone who doesn't like doing a lot of the more nasty pirate shit. You know, I'm more of a, I'll take what I need and then be on the ocean for a bit. You know, less of the.
Is Flint technically still a pirate?
Yeah, that again, it's still up in the air. Flint is definitely not like. Flint feels a lot more entitled to it than like. Because technically, Addy would be the Pirate King if Flynn is no longer the captain of that ship.
Oh.
But he's definitely like, no, she's not allowed that. Yeah, that's about it. That's everything. I mean, yeah. I take it we like walked off a bit to where people can't hear or see. Yeah. Flint comes back just completely pale, just like shaking, ready to pass out. Right, okay, that's enough of life for me. I'm gonna go pass out. I'm done talking.
I need to do that more often.
Are you sure you're not a vampire?
He's not. He is not a vampire. I'm going to bed. Flint just walks off.
Understandable.
Could be round about that point when I do a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as Flint goes off and says like, "I'm gonna go to bed," you just hear a big, like almost like thousands of like boulders just falling from a certain direction in the forest.
What the fuck is that wizard up to?
And Gui just sort of waddles back and sort of nods to the unseen servant that's just been kind of stood there the whole time. It's a bit sweaty, has the hard hat on, the tiny little one. It's ready.
I think you woke up the people in the capital with that.
It is the first time I've done the spell. It is quite strenuous.
Wow, that is impressive.
Do we see the thing?
I'll go sort of like lead the way, and Talister will kind of walk alongside me. And in a sort of clearing in the woods that I'm assuming Gui would be able to find.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. There is a kind of like... Well, first of all, Gui would have cast Bean Brigade's Hotel of Wonder. And there is
The
a...
actual spell name.
Yep. It's the first floor of this pretty much like 100-foot square building. Almost looks like as if someone's taken like the bottom half of a cottage and then removed the roof and stuck like another floor of like a completely different architecture on the top, but at a slight angle. So it looks like someone's like building really awkward Jenga pieces or like Lego bricks that don't quite fit. so the bottom floor is like really nice, like rustic architecture. The top floor is like something of like a sort of like stone Gothic theme, and then the chimney is almost like a weird like a strange corkscrew shape, but it has like stone slate tiles that kind of like coil upwards, and a chimney just sort of pokes out the top. And on the door there is like in a very nice sort of like almost if it would be like elvish script, there's just the letters B and B, but the two B's are kind of like connecting to each other from the bottom. And there's light coming in from the two circular windows on the bottom floor. And Gui just kind of like takes off the hat and sort of tosses it, and it just disappears. Puts on the big floppy cap, the big floppy wizard hat, and just... Alistair, if you would let the guests inside, please. And he just opens, and there's a little bell noise that goes off as the door opens. And Gui just sort of like just puts a hand towards the door to everyone.
Well, here's your luxurious living, Captain. You first.
Yeah, I'm tired of shit. I go in.
The first floor is a strange along the floors it looks like as if someone's like split it in like a pie chart, and there's one section of the room that has the biggest bed with the most fluffiest mattress and about like 16 pillows of different sort of like scribing like styles of like reds and yellows and bright violets and cobalt blues, and a very obvious captain attired bed with like a small little desk and a glass that's sort of like resting on the side, and there's a few bottles of something underneath the little table.
Flint just goes and collapses in it. I've had too much today. Thank you, Gooey. I'm gonna just rest.
Alistair is already beside the bed and is uncorking a bottle and sort of pouring a glass of some wine that is... It's basically just the stuff that Gooey keeps in his chest. He's just left the bottle there and is just sort of pouring it into a glass.
Flint has started openly weeping. Just crying, just ugly crying into this glass of wine. I needed this so much. Just like a wine mum, just this is my life now.
It's like poking her head around the corner, just slowly beckoning Alistair to come out of the room.
There's also
leave your dad to it. Come on.
On the sort of the bed is almost like a I don't know what it would be called. Essentially, the kind of bed that has banisters that go up the sides, and there's like a top of it. The sort of curtains hanging from it. There's a mirror on the top of that.
You gave the horny pirate a mirror roof
No,
bed.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Flint's gotta make sure he looks good.
Gui still just has a hand outside. Who is next?
I mean, I'm gonna go in.
Okay. The section that you would notice is the one that's actually closest to the ladder that leads up to the next floor. There is... Gui hasn't really seen what Little Bird sleeps in, but there's kind of like... almost like a massive, like, donut-shaped mattress. There's a little bit of like a crevice in the bottom of it, so you can kind of like perch in it like a nest. And there is just like a load of like weapon racks to sort of put all your things. Then there's actually a telescope leaned against it, and a bunch of like almost like a crazy person's like bulletin board of just like a load of people the Little Bird hates, and there's just like a ready bag of darts next to the bed.
It's like the bed's like a pool floaty-esque sort of.
Yeah, so you just kind of nuzzle in and perch in it. And yeah, the ladder leading up to the next floor is right next to where Little Bird's section of the room is.
Yeah, I mean that about tracks actually. I'm gonna go perch in my little fucking donut bed.
Can I go next?
Yeah. The bit that you would probably notice is there's a bed similar to Captain's, but instead of it being all like sort of over designed, I guess.
You can call it gaudy.
Yeah, gaudy bed is a sort of like more comfortable, simple designed bed, but the curtains that sort of hang from it are all sort of on like pulley system, and they're completely jet black, so you can't actually see from the other side. And there is also a little desk just to the side of it with a few sort of materials for Avani to use if they want to do any like sort of research transcribing or anything like that. And when you actually, once Avani gets in and sort of closes the blinds so that you can't see inside, there is a sort of like almost starlight effect that's on the other side of the curtains. It's mainly just so that Avani has some privacy, so they don't have to sleep with their mask on.
Oh wow.
And just Grease kind of just sort of pokes their head in and says, I don't really know what it is that you're really into. We can change it next time.
Oh, this is quite nice. Thank you. I like this.
It's gonna be morning before we finish.
Oh, Avani's gonna plant themselves on the bed then.
And then Goose sort of puts a hand behind Kyrie and then sort of like nods for them to go inside as well.
Okay.
It's just
The-
a child's sand pit.
Yeah.
There is a
Race
section
car
of the
bed.
room. There's a section of the room that does actually have like a lowered set of floor where the floorboards have been removed, and there is actually a bit more of a sand pit section where there is already a training dummy that is sort of has a few like sort of indentations in it, and it's actually sort of, I guess, adjustable in the sense you can turn the position however you want to, and if you do punch it, if this is alright with you, Rob, since I didn't really want to do the whole room, the dummy will fight back in a sense, but with basic punches.
Yeah, you could just have it be like one of the martial arts training ones where they're on pivots.
Yeah.
So you like strike
It's
one and it
in-
spins and comes
Yeah,
down.
it's
and
the sticks basically.
Yeah.
Like you punch the
Yes.
sticks and it hits you back. Yeah.
Yes.
We love Kung Fu
Um,
Panda.
Yes. And Goose sort of like goes up next to Kyrie and says, also, if that is not enough, I can get some more and Hallister can move them in weird ways. So that could be a training thing. And there is also a regular bed at the moment, but there's sort of like it's a little, the frame on the bottom is especially thick because Kyrie knows that Kyrie sleeps in her armor. Just in case it does break, and if you want to change it, let me know. And Gui sort of waddles in, and in the last...
He's gonna look around very bewildered but not say anything, like thinking that Alistair demeaned that she was gonna piss herself in bed or something.
On the back side of the room, sort of as you would like come through the door and look to the other side, there is also a roaring fireplace that's sort of keeping the room moderately lit and warm. And sort of like around the fireplace, sort of like etched into the stone, is like the events of like how the party met each other and like all the things that have happened so far. And this fireplace is sort of like etched to maybe about a quarter of it, and the rest is just untouched stone.
It's your chronicles.
Yep. And Gui just sort of points at it and says, hopefully it will be finished when... Well,
When you are.
if the story does have an ending, and sort of points to the bottom of the stone, that's where it will finish. Now I have to go to my room. And just turns around, and there's just like an empty like hot tub with like no water in it, and
Yeah, melty gooey.
and Gui just sort of like leans the staff against the wall and just sort of takes off their hats and puts it to the side. All of you can sleep now. Also, little bird, there is a hatch on the roof to get up there. Good night. And sort of just like takes off their clothes and just sort of like slumps into the hot tub.
This is better than paying rent.
Well, you won't be able to build one of these in a town. This is for
Yes, you
adventure.
can.
No.
Oh man. I just like to think that Kyrie is going to, in the middle of the night, just whack on this thing, keeping everybody awake.
Yeah. Just in the middle of the night, you were.
Ah, fuck. Yeah.
Kyrie
No.
gets frustrated, starts using all of her swords.
Yeah, the fucking 2 swords and 2 shields she has.
Yeah. Kyrie dual wielding shields. Ting 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 ting.
Shield
Sounds like
and
a
charm and a
fucking
sword in each
pinball.
hand.
Yeah.
No, she's incredibly tired because Ivani fucking kept her up.
Sounds like a pinball machine.
Pinball.
Yeah, sleep comes really quickly because of the events. Apart from maybe Captain, who saw some shit.
Yeah.
But when you do fall asleep, it is super fucking restful and really nice. Like, holy fuck. Gooey, you do feel like, you know, a bit, like, kind of like you had a rough night's sleep. Like, you still got a fucking long rest. But maintaining that thing for as long as you did, like, overnight and stuff. Especially with it being your first time, like...
Yeah, it's especially strenuous. Also, it'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
It lasts for 24 hours.
Someone could come in and fuck up your
Yeah.
base.
Yeah, they could. But then, if they do go inside after 24 hours, if they're still inside, they just get kicked out, and it
Yeah.
just kind of disintegrates.
Like an invisible boot kicking out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Hallister comes along and just kicks him outside.
Bouncer,
Yeah.
Alistair.
Yeah.
Yo, we're out of hours.
You got fucking ID, mate? Nah, I didn't fucking think so. Yeah, morning comes. It's another, like, it's starting to get quite hot as we're getting near to summertime now. There's a thick mist. It's like super humid, super misty, like kind of difficult to see. But yeah, y'all are about a day out of like away from Casvault to travel. Horse noises is just sat eating grass in a field.
Yuri's just gonna wake up a little bit early and head up the ladder to the second floor, which is or the first floor, which is little dining space they've got set up. And it's just sort of like summons Hallister downstairs and says, "Go collect berries or something. We'll have a small breakfast for now." And that's good.
Yeah, Alistair trots off.
I imagine Little Bird is probably awake.
Probably sat on the roof.
Yeah. It's actually designed, once you can see from the ground floor, but the corkscrew actually like bends and actually goes into a perch shape so that Little Bird can climb it and then just sort of perch on the top of the roof.
Reminds me of Howl's Moving Castle.
But so yeah,
very
there's some
much.
house
Good.
moving castle shit.
Yep.
Especially with the unseen servants, the flame.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Calcifer. Yeah, Little Bird. From where you are, you can in the distance, like make out the outline of like the shore and stuff like that. Like where Casvault would be.
Yeah.
It's just mostly a lot of fucking trees though.
I was assuming.
Does he see any smoke?
No, no
Yeah,
smoke.
Casvault would be. We're all on high alert. At least me, I am.
No,
Oh,
no
God.
smoke. I mean,
Does
there's
it
a
work?
couple of little bits, but it's like campfire smoke from adventurers or whatever.
When Captain also wakes up, Gui will ritually cast another unseen servant, and just
Can't you only have one at a time?
if Hallister doesn't get back by the time that with berries, once they get back, if Captain's still not awake, which I'm guessing it probably won't be.
Flint is is fucking
Yeah.
asleep. He is asleep.
Yeah.
I don't know what wording I was going for, but he is asleep.
Yeah.
Alistair does come back with berries after a little while, quite a few.
Yeah. Sort of like get a few balls going. And then Alistair's next command is to wait until Captain wakes up. Then when they do, take the comb near their little bedside table and brush their hair for them and hold up a mirror.
Oh. Oh.
Thank you.
Alistair wanders off.
Okay, Flint wakes up.
Yeah, you wake up, you notice the brush on the side of your bed cabinet lift up. 2 foot imprints in your bread. In your
My bread!
Bread! My bread!
Fuck your bread.
Flint's sourdough.
Oh.
The sourdough that we set up last session that Flint loved.
in your bed, and then Alistair, or you assume it's Alistair, a brush starts slowly going through your hair and getting out knots and such.
This is weirdly intimate, but just
Hang
waking
on,
up.
what? What?
Just imagine it being Ozek.
It's a mirrored roof for a reason.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, Gooey's not that dumb.
Dewey knows about fucking.
Gooey doesn't
know
understand how.
much.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Gooey doesn't understand how a bed works, but they understand the concept of fucking.
Yeah.
Alright, Flint is gonna just try and get up while that is happening to him.
Yeah.
Just kind of out of it. Oh god. Gooey, is anyone else awake? I'm gonna assume Gooey's awake. Gooey, where are you?
Gooey's on the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Flint
I-
is just blindly shouting into the room.
Everyone else is there, apart from Little Bird.
Okay, Flint is gonna just like, you know when you're around someone else's house and you're left alone, so you start snooping? Yeah. Flint's gonna just start rummaging around stuff. Is it just the, like, bedroom stuff, or is it...
Yeah, on that floor.
Yeah, on that
Okay.
floor.
Do you open any of the bedrooms?
No.
I thought it was just one big
It's-
area.
It's
Yeah,
just
some big area.
one floor, and there's just like sections of the room are like
Ah.
different sort of attires.
So there are no doors to each of your areas.
Oh.
So if Captain does bring someone round to fuck, you will know.
It's just gonna be like a college room where you just have to, like, hard turn, just
Yeah.
not see. Uh,
I'd literally rather die.
The what? Watch Captain have sex.
Watch anyone have sex.
That's true.
right.
What about Gooey? Wouldn't that be morbid curiosity?
Morbid. There's no J in there.
Morbid curiosity.
Go to the next floor up. Try and just find Gooey.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just the kitchenette area with Gooey.
Yeah, there's like a section. A half of the room is like a sort of almost like a little weird, sort of like a tavern. Like the back half of the room is kitchen, and then there's like a large dining table, which has about 8 chairs on it, and there's like the letters B and B sort of like imprinted into the desk or into the table. And there's already like a bowl of just like some fresh berries, and Gooey sort of like behind the little window into the kitchen with like a big chef hat on. He's like trying to do something, but he just has no idea what they're doing.
Accidentally cuts off your thumb, it just comes in and falls into the dish.
Yeah.
We do love and support Chef Gooey. It's like Chef Boyardee, but good.
Yeah.
Like
Chef
Guy
Gooey's
Fieri,
small.
but
Less canned.
worse.
Yeah.
Do you need help, Gooey? Do you want some help cooking?
I mean, to be honest, all Gooey's doing is literally just taking the rations they have and just trying to make them look a bit nicer because there's no food in this place.
Flint's gonna try and... Does the oven work, Gooey? Flint's gonna start going through the cupboards.
I mean, all you'll find is cooking utensils. This is like moving into a new house, and you have not stocked any of the shelves. It's like there's nothing in here
Except the berries.
except the berries. I didn't prepare
There's
enough
berries,
for a meal.
rations, and water.
And the king's breakfast.
I should have prepared in advance for this.
No, it's fine. We can do something with this. It'll be fine.
Was
I'm
your
trying-
accommodation acceptable?
Oh, it was absolutely wonderful. Thank you.
How many stars would you give out of 5?
All
Would
of
you like to
them.
read a review?
What would you rate me on TripAdvisor?
Please give me a good rating on Airbnb.
Tavern advisor.
Did you notice the painting?
The painting.
Curry just sort of like turns around and turns a little bit pink, and then sort of like happily like waddles their head and just sort of like brings out some rations.
Oh,
Some
okay.
berries.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean painting, Gary?
You'll have to find it next time you're here.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna
Does
take
anybody
some
want
berries.
any extra things next time we're here?
I don't think anyone else is okay, Gary.
Think of this as like your home base now. If you want something for it,
Yeah.
you can buy it, put it in here, and it'll be here the next time you come back.
Mm.
So long as Gooey's here. If Gooey ends up dying, you lose the ability to summon this place back.
Oh, that's fun.
But yes, we have a operational base now.
I'm proud of you.
We'll never get mail again.
I think mail will be tricky, considering this place moves every day.
I mean, like, we got mail, and it just kind of teleported to us. I think we'll be fine.
I could
Wait, well, you
work-
guys got mail?
We got mail. We got the
The Book of Knowing.
The book
Yeah, the
of... Oh
book
yeah, no, I totally know that.
yeah.
That tells you all the things about the world that you as players might not know, but your characters would.
Don't think Little Bird was there for that.
You were.
Why?
Yeah. It was everyone but Captain that was there for that.
Oh. I
Because
see.
it was while Captain was talking to the prince.
Oh.
I think Flint is just gonna like take some berries, sit down, and start reading his Demogorgon book while he waits for everyone else to wake up. Just quickly flicking through it.
Flint reading, goddamn. This place works
I said flicking
wonders.
through it.
Flint's like, there's no
Impressive.
pictures in
Yeah,
here.
he's trying to find the pictures.
Oh,
Gooey.
it's just sat on the roof. Unmoving.
Out of curiosity, what script is the book written in?
Comma.
Comment.
Okay. Gooey just sort of like leads over Captain the second they open a book and is like, okay, they should be fine.
Just
Oh, that's
making
alright.
sure. It's an age-appropriate book.
Is there pictures?
Hopefully, I haven't found any yet.
That's fine.
Okay. Is anyone else waking up?
Barney also wakes up.
Okay. Yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna sit across Flint and eat my breakfast.
Yeah. Rations and berries, baby. Rations and berries.
Vegetation and fake berries.
They don't taste or fill you up.
Oh, it was worth a try though. Oh, hi, Captain. Had some good sleep.
Best sleep of my life. I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah,
If you want to free up some room in your inventory as well, think of this as the shared inventory. So if you want to get rid of all the weed vodka and stuff like that, you can store it in the cupboards here.
Yep.
Right, folks, I have food for us. Weed vodka and the weed. Just here.
Wait, does horse noises have to sleep outside?
Yeah, for now.
Oh.
I can work on a stable attachment.
Go comfort.
He needs a bed. The most important part of any home is a horse's bed.
Carrie's gonna go upstairs and quickly grab some berries on the table. You'll see a lot of like grains of sand all over her knees and her hands and stuff like that because she's quite obviously been playing in the sandpit.
She like reaches to grab some berries and a load of sand falls out one of the folds of armor.
She's just sheepishly like taking and going back downstairs.
Just
the
like-
berries.
Okay, thanks.
Gooey.
That's why her weapon's a trowel. She plays in the fucking sand.
That's also why her name is the Sandman.
If Gooey sees this, and Captain and Alvani probably see this, Gooey would sort of see Kyrie come up, take some berries, and then just go, yes! And just like do a little fist like
Got it
motion.
right.
Yeah, and Carrie would make her way out to horse noises and like start eating a berry and then giving a berry, eating a berry, giving a berry,
Yes, good.
And then eating the horse.
and then
Yeah.
eating the horse, and then the horse comes back into existence and eats Kyrie.
Yeah.
The circle of life.
So yeah, like, horse noises are quite happy. What do you all want to do?
2 cat sports, I guess.
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, it only took 2 hours.
As Gooey waddles away, he just kind of says to everyone, I hope no one goes inside that while it is still functioning.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Can't
should
you-
really work on a lock.
Can't you make it disappear?
No.
Oh.
Yep, shit.
Hopefully someone will find it amusing. Anyway,
So Flint, the book, if you're just giving it a little skim, a little browse.
Yeah, Flint definitely didn't have enough time to like get invested in it.
There was a picture,
You good.
not a good one.
No.
It was just a picture of the Demigorgon.
What a handsome lad.
Yeah.
Very handsome.
So you would know it by a few names now. Imprisoned one, Limug Gugun.
yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. You know that it's got a masculine. Why the fuck are you gendering your fucking Demigorgon?
You need
Hang
to know
on.
its pronouns.
What's a dick?
Its
Yeah.
home place is the Abyss. It has 2 baboon heads, usually with like blue and red faces, similar to mandrills, big shoulders, and 2 long tentacles coming out of like instead of hands. Torso is like a saurian with like reptile-y, scaly skin and like a massive forked, hooked tail. You would also know that each of the Demigorgon's head has its own name and personality. And that it is well known to cause disease.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Flint's just gonna be rat,
Yeah? Yeah?
rattling,
Yeah?
rattling off facts. Is that the phrase?
Rattling off.
Yeah, that. Just be like on the trip back, you'd be like, did you know? Just like really fucking surface level facts that anyone who knows even the tiniest bit of like thing about it would be like, yes, we know Flint. We know he has tentacles. You don't need to tell us 3 times. Like, did you know he has 2 monkey faces and they're constantly at war with each other?
I'm pretty sure when Gooey rolled to know about the Demogorgon, it rolled a nat 20, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's a fun-
Gooey's like nodding.
Yeah.
It's like when a child tries to explain science to you, it's like, yes, I know I went through the same education system, but please continue, you seem invested.
So, is there anything else you'll want to do on the way to Casvault? Anything anybody wants to do?
That's
Just Gooey's-
Casvault.
Yeah, just on the way is just gonna be just staring at the blood inkwell and trying to think of how the hell they're going to explain this to Dooley.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't worry, she's probably dead.
Yeah, if Dooley's dead, we don't have to worry about it.
So,
It's the first time I've actually hoped that.
after a full day, you're tired, you've had to take several rests, horse noises is ready for bed. You see the outline of Casvault. There are no lights on. It does look different to before. There is a lot of new, like, strange draping silhouettes across it. There are a couple of guards kind of keeping watch. It looks relatively quiet though. And as you get closer, one of the guards stops you and goes, "Hold. Oh, it's you guys. Yeah, go in. Go ahead."
Thank you.
Of course. Do you want us to look after Striker in the carriage?
I guess so.
Okie dokie. You waits for you all to get off, gets in the carriage and takes it to the horse and carriage section. You all are just in Casvault now. The strange silhouettes that you saw look to be like banners made of leaves and such strung across, like building to building, almost like festivity style stuff.
Oh, is it Harvest Festival time?
Can I do an
Yeah.
insight? Can I do an insight check just to try and get a bit more information?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool.
Everybody's dead.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that like this isn't a trick or anything.
Is this the purge?
Yeah, I wanted to see if this is like, hi, we're gonna sacrifice all of the weird people in our town to
It's
our Lord and
Halloween.
Savior. Yeah.
The
What is
movie.
my insight?
Not,
it's
not
minus-
the event.
Oh.
Oh god! Once again, my atrocious rolls. Right. So, I have a -1 to insight and I rolled a 2. That's a that's a 1, baby. I think they're celebrating us, guys. I think we did such a good job.
You feel like you've seen this before, and you start to have like war-style flashbacks to being attacked on your ship by sea monsters with all these things draping across and wrapping around things. And you know it's also a coast town.
We need to leave. We need to evacuate the entire fucking town.
We just got here.
It's not good. This isn't good. Points at one of the banners.
It's literally just leaves.
Yeah. I mean, it's dark.
Yeah,
Flint,
Flint doesn't have dark vision.
yeah, it could be a monster. Flint doesn't
The
know.
rest of you with dark vision could quite clearly see its leaves on string.
Also, based on the time of year, it should be Harvest Festival time. So, and just puts a hand on Flint. Not everything on land is the same as on the sea.
What about water?
No, because that's salt water and fresh water.
Oh god, Goose right. Fuck. I'm just slowly panicking. This man cannot get a fucking day of rest. I
He's
swear to
too
God.
dumb to get a day of rest. You can blame your rolls.
Well, what shall be the first plan? I'm going to go see Dooley and try and explain what happened.
I mean, it's like midnight.
Let's go back to our currently still paid for rooms.
Yeah, you'll still need to pay for.
Yeah, let's see what the tab is like.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
I mean, we got like 300 gold each. It should be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Little Bird didn't spend all of that. That's what you're on about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Neither did Gooey. What are you on about? You swing open the door and it's quiet. The fire's crackling away. Nada is kind of sat behind the desk, book in hand, reading, drifting off a little bit and then jolting himself awake. He looks up and he goes, "Oh, you're back. Yeah, wasn't sure if or when you were gonna come back."
Neither will we.
Well, I should hope so. You've got stuff up there.
Oh, yes, Cujo. By the way, what's our tab?
About 20 gold.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll just keep the tab going and just waltz up to the room.
Okay. I'm gonna need to be paid soon.
I'm just gonna drop 20 gold on the counter.
Oh, that's
Actually, fuck it, I'll drop. Hang on, how much have I got?
How much is the tab?
I'll drop
20.
25.
He
I'll
looks,
literally put 25 on the counter.
he looks at you and goes, "Oh, if you're sure giving me that much at once, thank you, Trevor." Quite happily picks it up and puts it in his coin pouch.
He's done nothing but help us and be a good man, so he gets a good tip.
5 gold is a considerably good tip for fucking.
Yeah, I know, it's a quarter of a bill.
Yeah.
If I can't tip at least 25%, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, you get to your rooms, they've been well kept. Some of your stuff has been moved, but it's purely for like organization's sake and so we can clean around it and stuff and organize it better. Your beds are still the same. Well, your hammocks. Yeah, little bird's got the hammock back, baby.
Yeah, that's good.
Is there any materials I left here?
The
Shitload of paper.
paper and stuff like that you left here, yeah. What?
Oh, I just said hell yes.
Oh, you cut out for me, so I just got. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a Koei speech, don't worry.
Yeah. It was like.
Right, folks. Town might be under siege by a sea monster, but everything seems fine for now. I think everything's going fine. I'm gonna go pass out again. It's too late for this. Good night.
Yeah. Rusty, you're gonna head off, or is there anything you want to do before bed?
I mean, Yui's just gonna spend the night transcribing a spell, using up this material, even though it'll take them an hour.
Yeah, I mean, that only takes you to 1 AM, so.
Yeah.
Or I spend like an hour reading through the book I have from 4?
Yeah.
Dead one.
Butcher's journal.
Yeah, it's just sort of reading through it, make sure that nothing I missed, nothing important.
No, it all seems to be the same as before.
Mm.
But night comes. It's quite an uncomfortably warm night. Like quite humid, quite damp, uncomfortable. And you wake up in the morning so dehydrated. It's so warm. You can hear people laughing and cheering outside, and like, with that mixed with the dehydration makes your head just fucking kill, man. It's warm, there's lots of noise, you can hear people going, oh, hey! Stuff like that.
Clint's going to get up early at this, I think.
Okay.
Is anyone else going to be awake at this time?
Barry is gonna be up really early. Like really
wakes up at
early.
dawn.
I'm gonna go to the other guys' room. You know, Little Bird and Kyrie's, and see how they're doing.
Barry is gone.
No.
I mean,
Yeah, Little Bird's probably gone for breakfast.
it's like 7, so
And Little Bird wakes up at dawn.
yeah.
Okay.
Saying that, I
Which
probably
make you think,
literally sat
Breeze, I know
downstairs.
why you're being up early. So don't worry, I know you're going to go straight to Gorman and Beals, but they won't be open until 9.
Harry's gonna wait outside.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay,
I'm literally just hanging out downstairs in the bar.
I'm just gonna grab Little Bird, and pick him up.
No, fuck it down!
Do you want to go and have a look at what all this stuff is about? Have a little walk around?
Nada leans over and he goes, well, before you head out to town, how about you have one of our specialty harvest drinks? He slides 2 cups over. It's like an orange fizzy drink. And he goes, free of charge, non-alcoholic, so the weens can drink it too.
Fucking
Happy
annoying.
harvest.
Flump.
I'm just gonna say happy harvest back in his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gonna drink? You gonna drink it?
Yeah,
Yeah, obviously.
It just tastes like iron brew.
Fuck yeah!
Fantasy iron brew.
All I've ever needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, should we go like investigate? Maybe see if there's some like food stalls.
Yeah, we can go scope the place out.
Do
you want me to go wake up
your
Avani?
friend left earlier.
She does that.
I didn't say which one, but okay, I guess it's
All
a
angry
regular
one
thing.
wings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, there you go.
One, yeah. I'll go grab Avani and Gooey, see if they want to come.
Okay.
Go upstairs and wake both of them up. Wake up Gooey first, because I've already had the experience of waking up Avani.
Gooey is much smaller than usual
No.
Oh,
What's
Gooey,
because of the heat.
Gooey, you're dying. Gooey, sorry. Just scoop up as much of Gooey as I can in my hands. Gooey, speak
It's
to
like
me.
when you leave like slime out in the sun and it gets like that hard crust on it that like crunches.
Why
and then
is
slowly turns
Dewey
like normal.
crusty? It's not good.
Avani wakes up at this. Oh, good morning, Captain.
Gooey's dying.
Uh,
Something happened. Can I grab like my water skin and just like put it on Gooey?
Rehydrate the goo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it rehydrates gooey.
Speak to me, Gooey.
I don't like the heat.
Wear a hat. Stay hydrated.
Try not to disintegrate.
Put on some cream. You'll be fine.
What? Hang on.
I don't have
Become
skin,
sunscreen?
but okay.
I don't know how. Oh.
Gooey just starts like opens one of their water skins and just starts pouring on their arms, like rubbing it in. Like,
Gooey goes outside, steps on the ground barefoot, and just sizzles like an egg in a pan.
yeah.
No, birds just stripping down to only like their fucking trousers.
Yeah. You notice a lot
Just
of people
all
have
fluff.
done that. They're kind of wearing like rope tied like shorts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Some
but they're not all
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
kenkus and all made out of feathers.
No, that you do see like
Don't we have
the
fucking kenku?
harpy ladies out there. She's kind of wearing like
Well,
a
Bap's
bag.
out.
What?
Bap's out.
No, she's wearing like a loose tank top with the what do you call it? The peacekeepers symbol on it. It seems a lot of the
Yeah.
peacekeepers in this heat are wearing more casual, less like heavy, intense armor stuff. But it does all
Well, now's
still.
a great time if you want to kill a cop.
Well, yeah. It does still all have their like logo on. You see quite a few lizard folk, like laying next to the water fountain, just basking in the sunlight, loving it. There's stalls all over. The banners are these golden like leaves with like reds, and oh, it's gorgeous. You can smell the bakery and cinnamon. There is like big vegetables on some of the stalls, like carrots and potatoes and stuff, spring onions, all that good shit. There's somebody like offering homemade blueberry jam. There's like a couple of games that people are playing.
Berry jam.
Yeah, there's a couple of games.
Little Bart's already got a jar.
People are playing I forgot the name of it. The one that's like played in Redneck America, where they like throw the beanbag into the bucket from a distance.
Oh, cornhole.
Cornhole, that's it. Some people are playing cornhole. There's like a strength test hammer thing with like a glass bottle at the top. So if you break the glass bottle, you get whatever's inside it, but it's like completely green. There's some like challenges that the peacekeepers have got on, where it's like, see how many pieces of fruit your sword can slice through in one swing.
Oh, yes. Little Bart's sees these things and it's like, yes, good.
There are people like barbecuing and stuff like that. The entire town is just filled with the aromas of like just wonderful early summer smells, like the barbecue, the fresh alcohol, the sweetness of like fruit and vegetables like being done on a grill, so they're caramelizing on the outside. Everyone is out, everyone is enjoying the sun.
I have 3 things.
Okay.
First.
We'll quickly jump to Kyrie though.
Yeah.
So Kyrie, early in the morning you do actually see Gorman and Beale leaving and going on their way to town. And Beale looks at you and goes, "Oh, well then, I wasn't sure if you were coming back."
It took me a while to come back, but I'm back now. Are your services open for today? I think there's a fair on or something.
Aye, Harvest Festival. We're not open today, but you probably wouldn't want to wear armor in this heat anyway. It'll cook you alive. You'll end up looking like one of the gorgeous chickens they've got down at the pier. If you want, we can throw it inside, lock the door and stuff, and we'll get it to you tomorrow morning. We'll work on it over the night.
That's very much fine with me. Thank you very much.
All right. He kind of like holds out his arms, and Gorman opens the door and goes, "Oh, okay, we're just putting that inside then." Sure. Beale walks in quite happily, clanks it all down on the table, slams the door, locks it, puts the key in his pocket, goes, "So you're heading into town?"
Yeah, I guess I can just see what's happening. I'm not used to so much, festivities. It's not very...
With everything that's happened, the town needed a pick-me-up. The peacekeepers arranged it.
Yeah. Where I come from, people are entertained by blood and fights.
Oh, we've got some of that tomorrow as well, if you're interested.
No, goody. That's what I'm more accustomed to.
Well, after a full night of drinking, the next day everyone's hungover. We've got a bare-knuckle boxing ring being set up.
Yeah. Can you bet on that?
Bet on it? I intend to take place in it.
Oh.
And
I guess I'll see you
there.
there.
His gloves, and you see big, hairy, calloused like hands. He's like, "I don't work at the forge for nothing."
He's gonna like laugh and sort of like politely dismiss him and then walk away.
Okay. You guys
Probably
do see...
into the fair.
Yeah. You guys do see Kyrie kind of just chilling by the fountain as well, with all these reptile folk just basking.
Oh,
Just like,
at a
oh,
fountain.
oh shit!
Ooh, can I do something? I want to go. So Vanny's gonna go to the fountain or like a well, if there's a well close by.
Yeah.
And they're gonna use ship water to make a bunch of little ice cubes and hand them out to everyone.
Oh yeah, people
Super warm.
are like picking them up from like you. They're like rubbing them on their forehead and like across their face, and plunking them in their mouth and just cool themselves down.
Here you go, Kyrie.
At this point, you do see Kyrie in just like general loose trousers, a loose. It was like a loose open front white shirt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
like,
still feels very naked. Let's just say, because she's not used to having things watching up around her, so she still feels, well, more. It's still yeah, but I'm saying it's like it's still embarrassing for her.
Yeah.
Oh, Ravani, I thought you were back at the tavern.
Oh, I was, but well, the captain dragged me along. Anyway, here you go. It's pretty warm.
She's gonna like take it while I clasp it in her hands and say, yeah, it is very warm, but I'm not really wearing too much. I'm used to wearing armor all the time, so I'm used to being, well, very, very hot. I guess my body's used to it. Maybe someone else will need this. I don't really need it too much. I'm actually pretty cold. And she's just gonna nervously hand it back. She is hot, but it's like
a couple of Kyrie's sweating, and a couple of people are taking note, like checking her out as they walk past. But, like, you know, big strong lady with wings wearing an open-fronted shirt. I mean, come on.
She does not want the water anywhere near our clothes.
Yeah.
Per se.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. Do you know when your armor's getting prepared?
Oh, I think tomorrow morning, but I'm not too sure. But that's what I was told, at least. I don't know how much I'm paying for it. Probably the same fee.
Oh, well, yeah. You'll get it back in good shape.
So, what brings you here this early morning? It's very early.
Yeah, it is, but it's
oh! Just in the background.
Well, those people, it's a bit hard to sleep. It's also really warm, so I can't sleep at all.
Yeah. I feel that. You might be like dragged behind, I guess.
Yeah, are we all there?
I'd assume so. If one of you spotted Kyrie, it'll probably go up and...
Yeah, as Gooey's been walking in the sun, they've just been progressively like having to use their staff as a walking cane. Just like...
It's very hard.
Just
yeah,
eyes.
I'm gonna give Gooey some ice cubes. Just
Gooey, go in the fountain.
Just
Go in the
plonking
fountain.
ice cubes into Gooey.
He's got like sunglasses on.
It's like that scene from Scooby-Doo, the movie, where it's like Scooby wearing the sunglasses and the big hat and the dress and stuff.
It's the same like bouncer sunglasses from the previous episodes, but it's like these ones are like obviously like tinted for sunglasses. Yeah.
You do see like next to the, or rather you hear next to the fountain, the sound of like swishing and whooshing of people being like, "Oh, this is gorgeous!" And people walking past you with like tankards of like essentially slush puppies, like iron brew slush puppies. You see them scooping up bits of like flavored ice essentially and plunking it into their mouth, and just the instant relief from the heat on their face. And you hear lots of coins scraping and then the whoosh again. And it just carries on and carries on.
I imagine that the group's going to be quite interested in that, but Kyrie's going to be like saying, the fair games look pretty exploitable per se to people of our skill. Any fair games take your fancy?
I want to cut fruit.
I want to cook fruit.
Not bad playing Fruit Ninja.
Yeah.
Salad.
You got games at your festival.
I have an incredibly sharp sword. I'm gonna go cut some fruit.
Gooey looks at Captain and says, "What is a game?"
It's a thing where people scam you.
Oh.
They propose an activity
Crushing
that's...
childhood wonder. Jesus Christ.
It's a thing where in places like these, people propose games and challenges to people that seem feasible, but in actual fact are completely rigged, so that they can get your money for an entry fee.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Kyrie's gonna try to do something. Like, I'm gonna impose that we're next to, the strength bottle test, and just while not looking at it, I might have to roll for this. Use Peerless Athlete and just smack it with a hand.
I mean, there's a lot of people and there is a queue.
Oh, there is a
And
queue.
you do see Traveler leaning against it. And he looks at you and goes, "Oh, it's you guys. Ah, very well.
I shoot finger guns at him again.
The Bean Brigade. I can't really be mad at you. The gem I was given, I sold, and well, I'm 250 gold richer for it. So, you want to play the game? Step right up.
Yeah, what's in the bottle? Just,
Well,
I
you'll
imagine
find out
that
if you break it.
I imagine that it's a mallet. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Kyrie's just gonna use that hand.
We can't allow that, I'm sorry. Rules dictate that you must use the hammer to
Oh,
break
it's
the
the...
bottle.
Right, okay. The hammer's fucked. Gonna use Zone of Truth and ask if the hammer's messed up.
Yeah.
I do that.
Let me roll for him.
Creeping Lord Captain. Is this the exploitation part?
Yeah, what kid's funny?
Well, he rolled a 3. He looks at you and he goes, "Nope, the hammer is perfectly normal. Would you care to play?"
The Kyrie gets fucked over by an NPC. Yeah, right.
He holds
Yeah,
out his
sure.
hand. 5 silver, 5 copper a go.
Okay, 5 copper in your hand.
He jingles it around, puts it into a little jar next to the thing, and hands you a hammer. Please, go ahead, be my guest. Roll a strength.
It's with Peerless Athlete. Does that matter?
Yeah, roll the strength.
With, like, advantage or just,
Yeah.
the strength? Next one is a 19 plus 3, which is a 22.
Fucking hell. Yeah, you slam the hammer down on this, like, seesaw thing, and it rockets this little ball of metal up. And you notice that about 2/3 of the way up, it starts to slow down, almost like it's like going through tar or something, like some sticky kind of honey. But it does get through it and shatter the glass at the top. And he goes, "Oh, we've got a winner!" You hear a lot of other people being like, "Ooh," and he's like, "Ha ha ha! Yes, yes. Everyone back away while we clean up the glass. Here's your prize." And he runs around the back and comes round with a little sewn teddy bear and hands it to you.
Kyrie's gonna be very happy with it. Other than the fact that it's a bear.
Yeah.
Harry instantly tries to fight it.
It's like one of those keychain sized ones that fits in the palm of your hand.
So Kyrie's gonna do the thing what people do at playgrounds if they're grown adults and put hands over their eyes, right to the point where they basically can't see it, but walk up to the nearest child and go, "There you go." Basically.
Oh, look at that, and generous too. A round of applause for the Bean Brigade, forever helping the city of Casvault.
Like giving
And
them.
the other towns.
So tight, sarcastic.
A lot of other people like begin clapping. A couple of people like, "Fuck yeah, the Bean Brigade!"
Oh.
Yes.
Oh no, we have fans.
One of the peacekeepers walks up to you and he goes, if you're the Bean Brigade that helped," and as you turn around you can see it's one of the elven ladies from before. I have a request of you. We haven't had contact from the town of Mapmore in about 3 weeks. There's no stress, but I know it will take a couple of months for things to go through on my end. If you end up going up that way at any time soon, could you do me a favor? Just check in there. Myself and my sister have family there, and not hearing from them is making us a little uneasy, as I'm sure you'd understand. Again, no rush. only if you're going that way. The peacekeepers will get there eventually, and I'm sure everything is.
Is this one that I gave a pastry and a flour to?
Yeah.
Okay.
This isn't like the nervous one that like liked you. This is the shitty, well-spoken one.
So, Kyrie's gonna be just basically looking at the gag and basically going, nodding like yeah, like a dismissive yeah, but making sure that someone's writing it down. So
Just like tapping Little Bird on the
Yeah.
arm. I'll be like, yeah.
That
of
guy's
course.
already like trying to find the fruit. I want to go plant some fruit. Come on.
Kyrie's tapping where Little Bird would be.
yeah. So Kyrie's
Instead,
also
you're
gonna
actually
be
tapping the child you gave the bear to.
yeah,
The kid's like,
The
what?
child just starts taking notes for us.
yeah.
Imagine.
Kyrie's gonna be constantly looking out for Dooley, by the way,
Yeah.
as in like trying to avoid.
Yeah.
Said, yeah. Dewey, what did you want to do?
Oh, Gooey's just sort of like, if Gooey notices the person, it probably will recognize because he's got pretty decent
Yeah.
intelligence. Is your sister around, or your? I assume-
Yes. My sister is working over at one of the stores on the docks. Rather, I say working, or keeping an eye on. One of the loud travellers who's also set up a fair game.
They must be stopped at all costs then. As Gooey turns to Captain.
Yeah. I'm just gonna follow Gooey to make sure that Gooey doesn't get scammed by any of the fair stuff.
What? Gary kills someone.
I mean, so far it's not been that bad of a trip, but yeah, Gooey's gonna try and sort of also keep an eye out for Dooley as well if they're wandering around.
Is it also to like try and keep away from her?
No, Gooey's gonna sort of like, if they do see them, ask if like they can maybe chat with them tomorrow or something if they're too busy with the festival.
Do you see why I was worried about Ovani dying? Ovani and Flint die, you get to Casvault and it's like, it's a festival! Woo!
Oh.
Okay.
Do you need to roll anything? Sort of.
No, you know where the docks are.
Oh no,
just-
I mean keep an eye out for Dooley.
Oh, make a perception.
15.
Yeah, you spot her actually running a little stall. There's not
dear.
that many people around it.
Is it a game festival? A game stall?
No, it's just a little magic item store, like trinkets and stuff.
Oh, good.
What's on display?
A couple of rings, some like child's game stuff. Just like little run-of-the-mill magic items and stuff that like kids would probably find involved. And as you like get close, you can see her squatting down, talking to a little red-headed boy. And she's like, this ring here. Don't tell your ma. Don't tell your ma. It'll be our little secret. And the boy goes, haha, okay, and puts on the ring and turns invisible and runs away. She's like, haha, wins. Stands up and turns around and sees you all. Ugh, hello.
Did you just sell that child a ring of invisibility?
I didn't sell it to him,
Can we have one?
no.
Fair.
Unless you're paying for it, of course, I mean. That is a free game. They're only meant for children, I mean. It's like 5 minutes, if that.
I will happily take one. Thank you.
Okay, 5 gold.
I give her 5 gold.
She hands you almost like one of the plastic, like, arcade rings.
Good.
And it's like
Everything I could
neon green.
Good.
And yeah, it will make you invisible for 5 minutes, but any kind of magic or action or anything will break it.
Is it a one-time use?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
He just wanted to make sure everything was alright at home and, you know, surprise his dad down at the docks. Which It's sweet. These are relatively easy to make, so why not? So, what can I do for some of my most valuable customers? I trust everything going well in the dungeon. You were gone for a fair while, I'm not gonna lie.
Everything is fine.
I'm going to roll an insight on that.
Yeah, I'll just roll a deception check with disadvantage. Yeah.
I got a 13.
Yeah. Nothing's fine.
I don't believe you. What went wrong?
Yeah.
It's okay. You can tell me.
I don't
I'll
think
understand.
I can. I don't think I can.
You didn't
Pale
lose
white.
poor William's blood, did you? Oh, sweet Bean, no. And you've been worried about... Is that why it took you so long to come back to Casvault? Because you were worried?
No. It.
She walks over and gives you a hug. Pats your back. She's like, sweet, green, sticky child. She backs away and kind of rubs some of it off her hands. It's fine. Your adventure is... It happens. It's been a while since I lost our William, and it's probably about time that I let go of him. Better that it was lost in a dungeon or broken. Somebody got their hands on it and did something terrible with it.
Yes. That would be terrible.
Oh, child, no.
Like an olive green with white on the middle.
Who managed to get it? You can tell me it's fine.
Why is fucking Dooley vaping?
I'm hitting fat rips, cunt.
Look at these fucking clothes.
I don't have his blood, but I have someone else's. And just pulls out a vial of blood.
Oh, it's ink now. That's the
No,
thing.
oh no, the vial of Avani's blood.
Oh.
God,
She picks it up and she goes, I have no use for this. I'd appreciate the vial back though. Do you know whose blood this is?
No.
You know what?
That's the worst possible answer.
Maybe it's best if you do keep it. In everything that's gone on in Casvault lately, maybe it's best I don't get involved in mysterious vials of blood. I think I'm going to take a bit and visit William's grave. She kind of pushes down on the top of her market, and you watch as, like, as the top bit comes down, it folds up and, like, almost like flat packs. And she slides it off towards a peacekeeper. She goes, "Can you just hold on to that for me? I'll be back in about a minute." She looks at you and she goes, "Well, it was nice seeing you all again. Hopefully I'll catch you in the rest of the festival." She begins walking off.
Curie's just reliving the memories of the cultists now. He's just like kind of silently rocking to himself.
Let's take you to the docks. Let's get you.
I don't think I like festivals.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
Let's get you to the docks. Let's get you somewhere humid.
I mean, now we've done that, Ivani, what do you want to do? Are you with them?
I imagine so.
Okay, little bird, you're at the fruit stand. Yes! It's actually the harpy there. Next to her is one of the other peacekeepers who's like leaning on like a cleaver style sword against a wall. And she looks at you, she goes, "Oh, I wasn't expecting to see you here.
I just reply and I'm like, please, God, let me cut something.
You want to cut some fruit, yeah?
Fuck yeah.
You want to cut some fucking fruit?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah!" She starts doing like dude bro arm flexes and stuff. And you can see that she's pretty fucking ripped.
Let's just start doing them as well.
Yeah, she's turned her Like, she's taken the fucking tank top and done, like, the tie at the cleavage bit. You can see she's just shredded abdomen-wise.
As it should be.
Yeah. She's like... 5 gold to enter. Yeah, 5 gold, 5 copper, sorry.
I was gonna say, it's a bit extortionate.
Yeah, I mean... It's you, I know you can afford it.
You don't fucking know shit. Alright, we're
I know I gave you 150.
Yeah, that's gone, babe. We'll give her 5 copper, though. I'm not giving her 5 gold.
She takes the 5 copper off you. So, in front of you are 12 fruit. They get increasingly harder. If you manage to get through them all, not only do you get the fruit to eat throughout the day, which has been preserved with nice cooling ice magic from my friend here, and she slaps this like big human dude on the chest. And he like nods. No, he just like nods like, yeah, that fruit is like ice cold. Like,
good.
So refreshing. She goes, not only that, you may or may not win a free enchantment if you get all the way through.
The worst thing is that little bard grins and draws their sword.
I need you to roll a flat d12 for me.
11.
Oh! You get all the way through them until you get to the last one. You're convinced that's just a fucking rock. Because your blade just ting.
With the enchantment as well.
Yeah.
It just tingles off and like, look at her like, are you...
No.
Do I have to call shenanigans?
No. So, do you want to play again?
Can I?
I can reveal the secret to you, but then I can't allow you to play again. Because you know how to beat the game. She looks at you smirking, picks up a nice bottle of like icy water and starts, well, not bottle, but like tankard of icy water, and is just slowly drinking it, licking her lips, looking at the fruit. She picks up a bit of watermelon and crunches it.
No reply, little bird swings.
I mean, you need to pay. Roll a d12.
9.
You get through and your aim just curves upwards and you miss the others.
I just like take the like pouch off my fucking belt and just put it down, just like hang.
Okay, keep rolling.
It's just gonna go until I get it. 7, 10, 12.
Okay, as you get towards the last one, you actually slow down a little bit, and it's weird. When you go slow, getting through this hard fruit is almost like just cutting through butter. The outside of the fruit is like an is it non-Newtonian fluid? Where like the more pressure you apply, the harder it gets.
Non-Newtonian.
That's it. So if you go really easily through it, it just cuts through it.
I'm putting 20, 25, 30 copper.
She takes the 30 copper and she goes, and your free enchantment. She leans in and gives you a little kiss on the forehead and she goes, that's for good luck for the rest of the day.
I just punch her in the stomach and run away.
You do get the rest of the fruit. You have got a big fuck off bag of fruit now.
I was gonna say, I do just have an armful of fruit as I run away.
You're just like...
Well, that's 2 of the things I wanted to do. I was gonna say I wanted to go try and find some fruit.
You did get kissed by a pretty strong lady.
Yeah, but she also lied to me.
Not really.
It's not an enchantment, motherfucker.
I mean, you haven't tested it out yet.
No! And I probably won't.
Alright, your loss.
Little bird's gonna go and fucking try and find a burrito.
Okay. Yeah,
But, there's 3 things I wanted to do. I wanted to get some fruit, I wanted to cut some fruit, and I wanted to find a burrito.
There is somebody, like, making food with chilies and stuff like that. It's not so much burritos, but it is, like, big, hearty, like, chili con carne and stews and stuff like that.
it, that'll do.
1 bowl will be 3 copper.
I just give him 5 and take my food and have a little
Hand
wander.
you a big tankard of Iron Brew stuff as well.
Yes, yes.
Just start squeezing all your fruit into it.
It's just like
Too much
Not a
stuff! Ah, my soup!
my mug of chili, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll walk under the dock to try and find everyone else.
Okay, Kyrie, what are you doing? Because everyone else is going to the dock, so I'll just cut to you.
That's
Do you want to try any of the other games? Do you want to see anyone? Do you want to try and buy some specialty food or something?
is there like a garden shop?
There's a shop with like tools and stuff like that. Yeah, the Blue Road General's got a place set up.
Yeah, Kyrie's just gonna walk off there onto the side and try to buy a troll.
Yeah, Rutha's there. She's wearing like cropped like shorts and stuff like that, like shorts.
I need to, like, it needs to be very secretive because if anyone sees me buying a troll, that's kind of like the disdain.
Yeah.
I'm known for having the one troll.
She's like leaning on the side. She's like, "Yeah, I've got what you're after. Cost you extra though to
Why
keep
is
it secret."
Drug deal!
What?
Why is it like a drug deal for a troll?
It costs you extra for me to keep it quiet though.
Oh.
We'll call it 3 gold.
I'll give you 2 gold.
I mean, the trowel and keeping me quiet. It's worth 5 gold minimum. We do 3 gold, or pretty good, yeah.
I'll just slap down 3 gold.
Pleasure doing business with you. She slides a trowel underneath the desk to you.
Yeah, and
May as well have bought drugs.
Yeah.
I just,
You already have drugs.
yeah. Carrie's just gonna try and find a place, where she can put it without it being like, protruding from anywhere.
Yeah, it's not that hard. You can just like hide it in your trousers.
Yeah.
And then are you going to the dogs?
Yes, I have no purpose now.
So, as you'll meet up just before you get to the docks, you do notice that a similar ship is still parked at the docks. There is, however, something set up on the water now that looks to be like an accuracy gun game. With Creaker at the helm of it.
Oh no.
Good. I love where this is going.
And yeah, the timid elf lady's there keeping an eye on it, and she's like, please be careful with those, and then you hear. And he's like, so who wants to use a fucking gun to try and shoot those targets?
Here, this person.
Okay! Oh, Captain Flip Bright, you're back!
Flynn is trying not to laugh his fucking ass off.
He's
No,
like,
dude.
He's like pointing at you with a gun in the crowd,
Yeah.
and people are like, oh god!
This wouldn't be the first time
He's
Flynn's
like,
gonna.
Flip, come over here, look!
Yeah, no, that looks fucking great. I just walk over like this is some casual shit.
Yeah, there's just a load of floating targets set up on the water.
Wow, you did all this yourself?
No!
Oh. Who did it for you?
I mean, you think I'd sail a ship myself, Captain Flint, right?
I was
See a
talking about
couple
the
of ship
target.
hands like leaning
Yeah.
over like, we fucking did that. Blinded job, innit?
Yeah, I just give them like a nod, like I know what they're doing. They're doing good.
Yeah. It's 5 gold to enter.
Right, how much is it actually?
5 gold.
Okay. I'll play your game this time. I put down 5 gold.
He spins one of the fucking guns around in his hand like a cowboy, like doing different poses with it and stuff, and then hands it over to you handle first. I'm getting really good with these.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you
Yeah, give me the whole spiel. I want to hear in your magnificent voice.
oh no, my throat already hurts.
No, come on. It's me, your pal. Come on, you gotta give me the whole spiel, right? I'm sure you love saying it so much.
So, if you can use the smoldering cannon to hit all 5 of the targets that will get increasingly difficult and far away, I will give you 1 secret prize. If you hit 3 of them, you will get a prize that's not secret. And if you hit 1 of them, you get half of your gold back.
What's the prize that isn't secret?
That would be something from my ship that I will procure if you can hit the 3 targets.
Wonderful business model you have here,
Yep.
Rika.
I
Wonderful
mean,
business model.
Curiosity keeps the mind strong.
100%.
The reason the 5 one is called a secret prize is because I don't know what it is.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
It could be a handful of bugs, it could be the ship itself, who knows?
Oh.
I mean, I am in the market for a new ship. Right, okay.
Do it, Captain. I believe in you.
Yeah, right, what do I have to do?
Okay, so you need to roll 5 d20s with your dex modifier, 1 for each target.
Yeah,
How
so am
far
I.
away are the targets, by the
Can
way?
They get increasingly far, like further and further away.
Yeah, how far away?
The max one's like probably like 80.
And they're all in the water, you said?
Yeah, they're all bobbing about on the water.
Is it 5d20?
Yeah, 1 for each target.
Gooey would like to use Mist Cloak real fast,
Okay.
and then sort of move away from the party, take off all their clothes and jump in the water,
You become bigger, gooey.
and then is going to sort of extend their arms and subtly try and push the targets closer together.
No.
So you're going like 80 feet out of the thing essentially to bring them forward with your arm.
I'm gonna try and subtly do it to give Captain a bit more of an edge.
As your arm reaches out, you once again see the familiar eyes in the murky darkness looking out at you. And the further out your arm gets towards the target, the more eyes start to appear around the initial set.
Around the initial set of
Eyes.
what, on Gooey's body? Or...
No. The ones all the way out in the water that are staring at you. It's just 2, and then another one opens, and another one, and another one. And it almost feels like you're choking. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
14.
You begin to choke. I need you to roll a d12.
2.
Okay. You take 2 damage. It's almost like your mind is just overwhelmed and attacked all at once. It feels
By the
like
targets.
not by the targets, no, by the eyes all the way out in the water.
Oh, there's something in the water.
Yeah. You noticed it when you initially jumped in, if you remember.
Oh,
the
I
rest.
do
Yeah.
not remember that. Okay.
When you initially jumped in the first time, I mentioned that there is a set of eyes way off that watch you get in the water and get bigger and stuff. So it almost feels like your body is being cut up and sliced, but you know that that's not how your body works. You feel yourself choking for air, but you know that you don't need it. Do you still want to try and like reach all the way out and bring the target forward?
No, Gooey's gonna immediately get out of the water when that happens.
Okay. So, go ahead and roll your... You do...
I
like,
have.
Gooey's not there now, but
Oh, okay.
what did you get?
So with the modifiers applied,
Yep.
each roll, I got a 7, a dirty 20,
Okay.
so that was an 18 plus 2. I got a 15, a 19, and then a natural 20.
Your first one, just straight into the water, and you see the water...
That was a
around.
trial. That was just, I'm not good at guns.
Of
you know
course,
that.
Captain. Your next one, you like lock on properly and fire this gun, and it goes through it. And he goes, oh, you hit one. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Like I said, last one was a warm up.
Yeah, of course. I mean, of course. The next one that you fire, it looks like it's gonna miss it. And then a wave of ocean comes. Almost like something's leapt out the ocean. But like, you know, that kind of like ripple thing that happens sometimes. And it bashes the target into the shot. And he goes, okay, I guess we count that one. There's still a hole in it, you know. Whatever, I guess. Your next one, you fire. This one is starting to get quite far out now. This is like 60 foot. And it takes you a moment, and you kind of fire it higher than it should be. It starts to drop off and pierces through it just as it explodes. And he's like looking out and he goes, I can't actually see the target anymore, so I guess you got that one too. Fuck, that's 3. And then the last one, you aim through the first target and fire it, and it goes through the first all the way to the one at 80 feet and hits it and explodes it. And he goes, holy fuck, that was incredible! You hit all 5!
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm a captain.
Holy shit! What?
Impressive, Captain.
Everyone in the crowd is cheering for you and clapping.
Everybody
People are
clap.
loving it. Even the like elf lady is like, oh, that's really impressive. The best we've seen yet. He looks at you and he goes, so, for the special prize, we have a raffle. And he
Okay.
kind of knocks the gun off the side onto the floor, pulls out a big ball and just starts click, 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 click. Roll a d20.
It's a normal d20.
Yeah, this is just to see what number you get.
Okay. 12.
A 12? Well, look at you! A 12 was, and he kind of looks at smudged writing on his hand. In case someone hits all 5, treat them. Okay, you get. And he pulls out one of the smoldering cannons, lays it on the table, runs off to the ship, comes out with a wooden box, and you notice it to the anti-magic sigil gloves. And slaps them on the table as well, and he goes, you get these 2! And he just slides them forward.
Oh,
You just got, by the way, 6,000 gold pieces worth of stuff.
What the fuck? Okay.
Nice haul, Captain. Wow.
6,000.
Yeah, the
So-
smoldering cannon is worth 3,500.
The smoldering cannon, what is?
It
is
works
just like
in
one?
the same kind of style as a flintlock pistol. You need to reload the inside with 5 fire runes after every 3 uses. But it allows you to, as an action, without being a spellcaster or anything, use Fireball as a ranged attack spell. But fire it out of a fucking gun. And it
Anti-magic
will be
gloves.
2nd level Fireball.
Second,
and
I
anti-magic
think it
gloves.
allows.
third level.
Third
is
level.
fireball.
Oh, would it be? Yeah, 3rd level Fireball, sorry.
By the way,
Okay.
Marge, that's obviously 8d6.
And you got the anti-magic sigil gloves, which will stop anti-magic on a person once every 3 days.
I don't think Flint knows what the fuck that is, because he doesn't know magic.
Kreekar's already explained what they are the first time you met him.
Okay, that's Flint. I
Read the
don't
book.
know what that means.
Read the book.
Oh yeah, can I just... What does it mean?
It literally just means that once every 3 days, anti-magic won't work on you. So, say you want to hold a secret form or something and go into the capital. As long as you're wearing those when you go through the anti-magic barrier, it won't reveal your true form. And then if you wait 3 days and go back through it, the anti-magic won't hit you again.
Nice.
It's
okay.
really good for like sneaking in and out of like important places.
Oh, wait, so it lasts for 3 days?
No, you can use it once every 3 days.
Ah, cool, gotcha.
It's
So
to do one action every 3 days.
Yeah, with them.
gonna look at Flint.
Gooey leaps out the water and just says to Captain, "You may not have been wrong about the sea monster thing."
And that's where we're going to end the episode then.
Whoa, no! Okay.
I hope you've enjoyed, both viewers and listeners, and we'll catch you all next Monday.